To mochas, Nola bells and bows. Where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respect in the space. It's family, mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. Just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and a vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the skies stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section. Just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Mocha, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Mocha got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Mocha ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. Nola bell, Nola boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respect in the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. To show a real and you already home. Mocha said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday. And welcome to another live stream. It's always a pleasure to open up these doors, sit on a porch, and you're sitting here waiting on Mocha. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope your day has been every bit of awesome. Y'all saw the title, y'all saw the thumbnail. I'm not here for a long time tonight, but we're going to make the best of the time that we do have, because there are still some things that we have to get an understanding to, some things that we still need to talk about, some things that still don't make sense. These people need to be held accountable. These people really need to be held accountable. And it doesn't matter how much we talk about it. That's the more pressure goes their way. And maybe at some point in their lives, they will develop a conscience and they will own up to all of the dirt, the wrongdoings that they've put on these children for years and years and years. She didn't fall through the cracks, y'all. She didn't fall through the cracks. They pushed her. No ifs, ands, or Jarvis Butts about it. They pushed her through the cracks. They failed her. They failed her. But why her? Why? How is it, y'all? How is it that a child at any point in their lives get placed in the presence of a person, rather it be man or a woman, cousin, mama, daddy, brother, sister, or friend, that is known to be a sex offender? What kind of person sits back and put these children in harm's way and think it's okay? They said Naziyah fell through the cracks. I don't know who came up with that line. I don't know who thought it was okay to say it and stick with it. I don't know who felt comfortable even fixing their lips to say it. But I'm telling y'all right now, her falling through the cracks, I ain't buying it because that don't sit right with me. And I look at this case and I listen to the timeline over and over and over again, and I start putting pieces together. This don't look like a child that just slipped away. Naziyah was surrounded by people, horrible people. Naziyah was surrounded by systems that they had in place. And she was also surrounded by horrible decisions. And somehow, with all those grown people around Naziyah, she still was not protected. And I know they're in the bushes as always. And it makes me no difference how uncomfortable anybody gets. Because once again, how does a child go missing for over 30 plus days? That's what's on record. But we know better. How does a child go missing for over 30 plus days and the people who were supposed to get up, go move, and make shit happen, they don't move? They go to sleep. How does that happen? Not one day, not 2 days, over a month. So those of you that are in the bushes, what are we not going to do? Y'all not going to dress this up like it was some unfortunate accident. Y'all not going to wrap this up in pretty little words like the system failed her. We're not going to do that because systems don't fail by themselves. People do. So no, tonight I'm not buying that she fell through no cracks. I'm not doing it because from where I sit, those cracks were wide open and they started becoming ditches. And somebody pushed her in. And tonight on this porch, we're going to talk about the ditch that y'all call the crack. Not the pretty version, but the version that makes you all uncomfortable, as you deserve to be uncomfortable. I see y'all up in this chat. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome to the porch, y'all. Mods, I see y'all. I see y'all doing what y'all do up in here on the porch. And just know that I appreciate every bit of what you do. Always. Everybody else coming in, Nola Bells, Bows, cousins, and friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead on and get comfortable because we're going to talk about it. And if you're here, hit the like button for your girl. Share this live out. For those of you that are new here, welcome. You've been here a couple of times, go ahead on and subscribe to the channel. Come on out the clouds and join the family because all day, every day, it's free 99, okay? And y'all already know. Mocha needs y'all to double tap those emojis to the right. Tap them like your life depends on it. Let YouTube know that the porch is open. And if you rock with what we're doing over here and you want to support the channel and help us to continue to grow, you can do that through grabbing a membership because you look good in green over here. Super chats and super stickers are available. All that good stuff is always appreciated because over here, each and every day we come out, our attempt is to build something real. And it starts off with us being a family. Before we get any further, let me throw this disclaimer out there real quick, because I know how them dirty folks like to play. Because everything we talk about over here is based on what's been publicly available, our opinions, and my commentary. And we are definitely protected under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. Because I'm going to say what needs to be said. If it makes you uncomfortable, it might be because it's hitting a little too close to home. All right, guys, let's get it started. Because like I said, we're not here for a long time, but we're going to make the best of the time that we have in here. If you're here for Naziyah, if you're in here for the truth, and if you're here because something just don't sit right, flood the chat tonight with broken hearts. If you feel this child was failed, drop some fleur-de-lis in here if you feel that Nola Bell's, Bo's, cousins, and friends. Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. And don't forget to continue tapping those emojis on the right. I see the broken hearts, y'all. I see them. I see them. I see them. Because one thing I know, and you know as well, they knew. They knew, and it still didn't move. They knew and they didn't move. Rashina, I see you, my beautiful sis. My beautiful sister, Dr. J, I see you, my love. I see y'all all up in here. Tony, I see you, baby. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Rhapsody, happy Tuesday, my love. PJ, I see you, girl. Tanya, Wendy, I see you all. Happy Tuesday, Spicy. I see you, my love. Kimberly, welcome, boo. Happy Tuesday to you, Bernice. I see you, baby. Miss Gemini, welcome, love. OG Bone, welcome, welcome, welcome. First time he's seen you here. Welcome. Hey, Marty, welcome, baby. Happy Tuesday, love. Kim, welcome, my love. Dale, welcome, welcome. Good seeing you, Big Mama. Welcome, boo. Hey, Janice. Oh, Janice. Ooh, Janice, girl. Janice, girl. I'm Mocha, girl. You knocked on the wrong door and put girl. Girl. Hey, Kenyatta. Welcome, boo. Oh, she fixed it. Oh, girl, I was going to say, child, Janice done knocked on the wrong door. PJ said they had absolutely no love for Naziyah. None. Cynthia Harmon, welcome, my love. Yakia, welcome, boo. Good seeing you, Essie. I see you, boo. Bernice calling monsters. Hey, Carly Henry, welcome, boo. Tanya said, Mocha, let them be uncomfortable. We give less than a damn about them being uncomfortable. And girl, that's a fact. Drag racing, I see you, baby. Hey, Toya, welcome. Anastasia, welcome, my love. Tiffany Speed, welcome, welcome, welcome to the porch, boo. Good seeing you back again. No nonsense. I see you, my love. And I hope all is well with you. Love Jones. Welcome, baby. Natasha, welcome, welcome. Tiffany said they definitely failed this beautiful baby. My beautiful sister Charlotte Webb. She said she's working. Love you even more, sis. And I'm glad you even took the moment to stop by while you're working. Hey, the Archer, welcome, boo. Hey, Travis, welcome, welcome. OG Bone, spoke to you earlier. Welcome everybody to the chat. Like I said, we're not here for a long time, but we're going to make just a little more sense of why we're here. We're going to make just a little bit more sense of why we're here. Because Naziyah deserves so much more. Olea, welcome, baby. Welcome. Love Jones said, I just found your channel after the trial. Great content. Thank you so very much, my love. Samantha, welcome, sis. And for those of you who have not yet gotten to the petition, go to my community wall and hit the community tab. And you're going to find the petition listed under I am covered by the blood's name. Naziyah picture is posted there. I saw your email, Samantha. I haven't opened it yet. It's been a long day. It's been a long day for me, but I'm going to get with it tonight. It's a shame how these children, it's a shame how these children are just being tossed away, thrown away, and they're being tossed and thrown, not all of them. But in Naziyah's case, being tossed and thrown by the very same people who were supposed to love, nurture, and care for her. That don't sit right with me. And I'm pretty sure it don't sit right with a lot of you as well. Tammy, welcome, sis. Tony says, nah, Mocha. Them low self-esteem hoes need to come to the front and tell us why they didn't protect them babies from Jarvis Butts. Because they know what happened to Naziyah and their daughters. Absolutely. Lady D, welcome, my love. Absolutely, Tony. Let's look at how Annette should be, as a woman, a grandmother, so say matriarch. I don't know who gave her that fucking title, but they need to throw it in the trash. How could you? How could you, ma'am? And you don't even deserve the title, ma'am. How could you? You started this shit off wrong. Bridget, welcome, boo. What made you, or who gave you the idea that in this day and age, who told you that in this day and age, you could go to a school, make a report on a child as a runaway? Who told you that that would fly in this day and age? You've done it. You've done things like this for so long, gotten away with it for so long. You did it in the 90s. You did it in the 80s. And nothing was said, nothing was done. And I believe it's my belief you got comfortable. You felt like it was a go. So here it is. And I really want to understand as a woman, as a mother, I need y'all to help me on this one. How the hell do you find it in your heart to go and report your missing granddaughter not to a school? Well, not to DPD. She went to the school. And if that's not bad enough, you reported that child as a runaway to the school like the school had authority. Then the school said on that report 30 days. And that's not counting all the days she was gone prior to you reporting her, Annette. So, Annette, you need to explain to us, how long has she really been gone prior to that report? Because anybody in their right mind, just looking at the way this trial ended up, looking at the way this trial went, anybody in their right mind knows that that January 9th date was bullshit. The people that came forth was even more full of it. How do you stage some shit like this? How do you? We're talking about a child that was missing, not a runaway. Not for a day, not for a weekend, over 30 days. Over 30 days before DPD got it. And in Mocha's opinion, prior to them 30 days, y'all knew something. Somewhere prior to them 30 days, all y'all saw something. And also in them 30 days, y'all had every opportunity to fake the funk and make us believe y'all was going to do something. But even in those 30 days, when DPD still had not jumped on it, Annette, you continued to sleep. Y'all didn't say a word. Y'all made no attempts to do nothing that would satisfy this baby. And that's because you already knew. We got silence over and over and over throughout all of this from you all, and your silence tells a story. But let me leave that right there for a second. Because my main concern is what makes you all think? What made y'all think that it was such a grand idea to leave vulnerable little girls, and they were little girls, to leave vulnerable little girls in the presence of these nasty, dirty men? Jarvis Butts definitely is one of them. But we can't leave out the men, Annette. We can't leave out the men in your family. Hell, for that matter, I can't even leave out Shannon and Marquita. Because your own little niece, Annette, came out here and said how Shannon and Marquita violated her when she was only 6 years old. So here we have Shannon and Marquita violating little cousins. Then y'all bring Jarvis Butts along. He's violating little girls. Annette, you have husbands that violated your adoptive children, your daughter. Something is wrong. That's a major problem. That's a sickness. That's a terrible sickness. Therapy can't help it. Your only redemption right now, in Mocha's opinion, is sitting in a padded room, getting 3 hots and a cot, because y'all failed so many children and nobody ever made y'all answer to it. These children deserve justice. And right now, I believe Naziyah done kicked the door open for all these children to get the justice that they deserve. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. And by right, that's the way it should be. Because I don't even want to know who raised you, because whoever raised you, Annette, she did a piss poor job. A very piss poor job. Because look at what you turned the hell out to be. Waking up every morning, Annette, looking the way you looking. You should be ashamed of your goddamn self. You should be ashamed of yourself. I get generational curses, y'all. I get that. I do. But sometimes you have to put yourself in a position, because God has given us all common sense. We were all born to know right from wrong. You done been around different people all your life. And then at some point, I'm sure you recognize that everybody didn't live the way you were living. So in Mocha's opinion, when you know better, you do better. Y'all don't know what it means to go to church? You found the worst church in Detroit, Annette. You found one that catered to your needs. One that hides the filth. One that participates in the disgust. One that exploits children as much as you have. So you didn't want to get help. You didn't want to heal. You wanted to keep the enterprise growing. So how is it that you attach yourself to everything that's not decent? How is it? Were you walking around with a sign in that wig, a flag on your forehead, soliciting for those type of people to attach themselves to you? What was it? Because you brought danger to every child that's been under your roof. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. The sad part about it, you know the rules, Annette. You know how this game goes. Your fucking mama lived in darkness. She did. You saw the outcome. You yourself was a sacrificial lamb. And you let this shit keep going. And we all know when you play in that energy, something has to give. And instead of you giving yourself, bitch, you give innocent children. I don't see how nobody could ever look in your face, letting on, respect you. Lady D said she's not a grandmother because no sheen wearing wigs who give their granddaughters out to be trafficked. There's no way could you be a grandmother. Absolutely. It ain't just me that feel this way, Annette. A lot of people feel this way. The Archer says the saddest thing is we missed out. There's no telling what Naziyah could have been. The Archer. We're going to leave that right there. Because these people are simple. They're slow. They don't think it's first, sweet. They robbed this child of a lot. The saddest thing is we missed out. There's absolutely no telling what Naziyah could have been. A doctor, perhaps, to cure cancer. A civil rights leader to unite all of us. Or just someone who would brighten the world. Now, Archer, I feel all of that. And she's united all of us. That's a family that lived all of their life in chaos and on survival. They never knew what love really was. Their definition of love resulted into just laying up with somebody, even if it was a brother, a cousin, a sister, an aunt, or an uncle. Thank you so very much, sis, for supporting the channel. JJ, I see you, boo. Welcome. Hey, April, welcome, sister. Leah says, animals protect their young and show more compassion than they ever did for those children. And that is incredibly sad. I agree with you. I agree. Sabrina said something. Sabrina said maybe now that Jarvis is sentenced, Naziyah's school friends or their moms will speak out because these kids in our class know a lot. Sabrina, let me just say this, baby. No matter what those school friends knew, their parents knew, in my opinion, now ain't the time to speak up. When it was reported that Naziyah was missing, in my opinion, anybody that knew something should have spoken up. They should have spoken up. So by Jarvis being sentenced, what difference will it make? Because Sabrina, we have to go back to what 5% said. 5% said him and his team, which was his wife and his son and somebody else, they were passing out flyers. His brother, they were passing out flyers, asking if anybody's seen Naziyah. And that was, they were passing out the flyers. He said Shannon and Marquita, fast as they were putting them up, Shannon and Marquita were tearing them down. He also said that they spoke with neighborhood children. He spoke with classmates of Naziyah. And he asked them, how long had it been since you all seen Naziyah? Now keep in mind, it was 30 days before DPD got the report that she was a runaway. Annette reported Naziyah to the school as a runaway on January 9th. 5% said those kids said it had been 3 weeks or better since they had seen Naziyah prior to the day that Annette went report her as a runaway. So let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. So there's nothing these kids could possibly say, because that man is dead and gone today. And his exact words were, those kids had not seen Naziyah 3 weeks, if not longer, prior to the flyers going up. Kenyatta says Annette allowed this to happen to Naziyah. Some damn grandmother. Absolutely. Tamika, welcome to the chat, my love. Carla Henry, I see you, boo. Sabrina said maybe Shannon's friend. Shannon ain't got no damn friends. She ain't got no friends, not a friend in the world. None. Absolutely, Kenyatta, because my thing is this. Had Mervin, whatever his damn Mervin, had Mervin not asked that question to those children, we wouldn't know that either. Because Shannon never said a word. Marquita never said a word. And Annette damn sure never uttered a word. And it's a shame. Because Lady could have said some things too. And she didn't say a word. My girl, Uncovered, says she done it before. She's done this before. And the school has swept things under the rug. I believe Jarvis told him how long Naziyah was missing. Bingo. Says all of that redacted stuff in his plea agreement. Sis, in order for Jarvis to get the sentencing that he got, Jarvis gave something. You better believe he did. And it is my belief, I could be very wrong. I can't stand Jarvis Butts. Let's not get that misunderstood. But I pray to God he gave them what they need to grab Shannon by the throat, Annette by the wig, and Marquita by that mailman uniform she had on. Because all three of them hoes knew. And I do believe it's a possibility. He told. Tony says, Mocha, we're trying to figure out why Naziyah had to ride the school bus. But Annette drove the other children to school. It was a setup, Tony. The more we look at this, it's a setup. It was a setup. Think about it. Annette drove and picked up the other children from school. Naziyah going to the same damn school. So why she got to ride the bus? Why? And then that same day that Annette reported Naziyah as a runaway, Shannon herself said Naziyah gets off the bus faithfully every day at 3 o'clock, walks in the house at 3:05. In Shannon's words, Naziyah didn't bring her ass home. But Shannon also said, my mom backed out of the driveway at 3 o'clock, going run an errand. Now, we're none stupid. If she's backing out of that driveway at 3 o'clock, Naziyah gets off the bus at 3 o'clock, in the house at 3:05, by Annette backing up out of that driveway. At some point, Annette should have crossed paths with Naziyah. Then here comes Annette at 6 o'clock. Think about it, Tony. It's a setup. Annette drives back in the driveway at 6 o'clock with all the little children, in her van. Instead of Annette getting out the van, this is the setup. And I hope people caught it. Instead of Annette getting out of her van like a normal person would do, because if I drive up in my driveway, first thing I want to do is get in the house. Most people in their right mind, if you've been out for hours and hours and hours, for some reason, you get that pissy signal when you get home. You got to go to the bathroom. Not Annette. Annette sit in her van, which was strange. Instead of Annette going in her house at 6 o'clock, Annette sent children to go and ask Shannon, has Naziyah come home? But goddamn it, Annette, you didn't talk to Shannon between 3 and 6. So in your mind, you should have believed that Naziyah was already home if she's due to get home every day at 3:05. So why would you send those children in there and ask if Naziyah was home? And then when Shannon told you Naziyah didn't come home, you didn't you did not, back up in your van to go look for her. Annette, you got your ass out that van, went in your house. Shannon says she asked you, Mom, you want me to call the police? Annette, you told Shannon, no, I'll deal with it tomorrow. And you took your raggedy ass to sleep. So let's talk about it, Annette, and because you got to make me understand. You got to make me understand. What role did you really play? Kim Worthless, you've confiscated tablets, phones, whatever it is you've done. But did you check Annette's GPS to see where she went during that time? Because, I would like to know. Because something don't sit right. That's not the role of a grandmother. That's not the role of somebody that supposedly cares for anybody. It could have been a stranger. That's not how you move. So again, to answer Tony's question, that was a setup. Sunshine, I see you, baby. Hey, Shawana, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sabrina said maybe Annette was a midwife or knew some who handled if the girls got pregnant so they didn't have to go to the hospital. But yet they got a problem with us. They got a problem with us, and everybody and their mama got questions for you, Annette, because this is not mathing. 1 + 1 is 2 all day long. And y'all, 1 + 1 is giving us 3. For all of you that's sitting in the bushes right now, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. So whatever your reason may be for being here, Mocha never asked for much. But the least you could do is hit that like button. That like button is free 99 all day long. You may not like Mocha. I get it, because Mocha ain't everybody's cup of tea. But I get that you're here for the content. So right about now, we would just like the likes to match the views just a little bit. Just a little bit. I could sit here and talk all day long. But talk. Bernice, thank you so much for supporting the channel, boo. I appreciate you. I could sit here and talk all day long. But for what? Y'all to sit in the bushes, get an earful, go back to your houses and your platforms and talk about Mocha, because I really don't give a damn. I want you to know that. Because Mocha's not the problem. It's y'all demons. It's y'all truths. It's the nastiness that y'all done lived, that Mocha's pulling out the closet that y'all can't stand. And that's quite all right. Because with or without you, Naziyah will still get the love right here from Mocha and the Nola Bells. So if sitting in the bushes and not hitting the like button, sitting in the bushes and not hitting the like button for Mocha, if y'all think that hurts Mocha, or that's gonna make, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. Because what I have, you guys could never, could never, could never. Sabrina, it's a possibility, baby. It's a possibility. Hey, Ariane. She said, what I'm trying to figure out is why Detroit have all the PDFs walking around these streets and no street cameras on every corner. Is crazy work. Something is going wrong. Something is going wrong. So are they really for the children? Is Detroit really a place that has protecting these children at the center of everything? Tell me, what good does it do pulling these old grape kits out of a warehouse like she's claiming? What good is that going to do when you still got these offenders walking the street? What good is that going to do? When you know they got all these vulnerable young children, these parents can't keep these children locked in the house 24/7. So you mean to tell me Detroit is not providing a safe space for these children? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's crazy work. Hey, Greta, welcome to the chat, my love. Kenyatta says Annette needs to be locked up with Shannon and Marquita. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boo banger, my love. Welcome, boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tanya said, Mocha, that was getaway time. Who in their right mind will go to a school when there was no school? Absolutely. But we're supposed to go along with the program that was school. We're supposed to accept that. We're supposed to accept that. And that's where I hold that the other family members accountable. I hold them to a certain level of accountability. I don't give a goddamn how mad they are with Mocha. I don't give a damn how much they talk about Mocha. But right is right and wrong is wrong. You beat your gums all day long. There's such a thing as living your life decent and in order. If children's safety don't come first, then there ain't a damn thing you could tell me. Because y'all took a lot of time to express to YouTube. Oh, we would go to Annette's house, but we knew what went on over there, so we wouldn't allow our children to go there. So if you could protect your children, if you could protect your children, from the horrors that happens at Annette's house. Why did you all not sound the alarm long time ago to protect those other children? But instead, you continued visiting. You continued socializing. You continued interacting, but you're mad at us. Not us, you're mad at me. I don't give a fuck because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Yours is protected. And look at what we're dealing with now. We got to make this shit make sense. Definitely they're sick, Bernice. Lady D said that's the problem right there, Mocha. Demons don't think. They just act. Janice says not a damn thing for neither one of them babies. Nothing for Naziyah. That's sad. Bubanga said the whole house of horror. And it's sad. It's a damn sickness. PJ said Mocha. Those demons knew from day one what happened to Naziyah. Remember, they came in line from the beginning. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the sad part about it, the lies got bigger. They got bolder. They got more comfortable with them. And they just kept rolling with them. And they thought we were supposed to buy them. But everybody don't live that way. Everybody don't live that way. Greta said that's a generational curse. Flowing down from the bloodlines, absolutely is flowing down. But you know, they could have done something with that. Something could have been done with that long time ago before it escalated this far. But only if they wanted it to be fixed. And I believe that they got comfortable over the years with the nastiness. It became a sport. It became a hobby. It became something to do. And they fell in love with it. As they fell in love with that demonic shit, they found a way to make money off of it. And they found a way of making money by sacrificing children. We have to call it for exactly what it is. Bubanga said they're going to pay because the creator damn sure don't play. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, Sharon, welcome. What? I don't believe that. Jernell said, listen, I'm going to just light that on the screen. Hey, Cornell, welcome, my love. I don't give a damn how much black magic this lady plays with, right? Her black magic can't do shit to nobody out here on YouTube. Again, like I said, again, you got to have a sick mind to believe that shit. And that's all I'm going to say on that. You got to have a sick ass mind to believe in that shit. And I'm going to leave it right there. When you don't know a higher calling, if you don't know how to pray, and if you don't know God for yourself, you know Him for yourself, then you beat. And how could they say that that's the reason that woman is going through it? How could they say that that's the reason that woman is going through it? You see, that's that bullshit right there. Ooh. But what does that woman have to do with Mocha? Shut the fuck up and move on to your commentary. Because baby, I ain't getting caught up in that shit. Not me. Sabrina, I saw you mention Vari name several times. But let me give you my take on Vari. Let me give you my take on Vari. I understand Vari been through a lot. But Vari had to take to the streets in order to survive. He had no family to turn to. Let's start right there, number one. Because God damn it, if that was my little cousin, as they out here saying, and I knew he was a teenager out there in the street struggling, scrapping, scraping to survive, and I knew what his mama had already been through from that same household. And I'm very privy as to what his sister is going through over there. And I know this child is out there barely making it. Why wouldn't I step up? Why wouldn't I not step up to rescue him? So, okay, nobody stepped up to help Vari. Vari is a product of his environment. He get it how he lived. Vari had to mature a lot sooner than he should have. He has no fundamental skills. He was not taught nothing, not morally. But the one thing, since they love their little cousins so much, the one thing these people should have done was embrace Vari at a moment when he needed it the most. Because in this instant, that meant Vari was fighting for his life and he was out here on his damn own. But no, I just want to be a mouth. I want to be a voice. But I'm going to leave him stuck. And that's what they did. They left him stuck. A child done been in jail, done lost his child, went through a whole lot and nobody was there for him. And even with all this going on, they could have embraced him and allowed Kitty welcome, baby. They could have embraced him. Embraced him. And since they couldn't be a voice for Naziyah, why could Vari not speak for his sister at that sentencing? Because the impact statements from Annette and Marcus could have went to hell. But if you're pushing for something, you're pushing for all the wrong shit. Bernice said somebody got to be strong enough to break that generational curse, and it was Naziyah. I'm covered says when you cross over to darkness, you have to give up something, and that's the state that they're in right now. Karen said this shit is sad. Absolutely. Absolutely. Leanne, I see you, boo. Leanne said, and what kills me the most is lady still ain't show her face to say a word. Isn't that something? Is that not something? That says a lot. All the excuses they're making for lady. All the excuses they're making for lady. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what I looked like. No teeth, no hair, No, wait, I don't give a shit. That's my child. I would have been on every news station. I would have exposed what I knew from the time I was 13 and I ran away. I'd have started singing like a goddamn bird. Oh, yes, ma'am. I would have started singing like a bird. Everybody that needed to be exposed would have damn sure got exposed. What kind of mama is that? But if she really loved and cared for her child, number one, she wouldn't have been passing around videos that she found in Naziyah's phone. She wouldn't have been doing that. Because as a mother, as a parent, to see that your child went through some shit like that, that's disgraceful. That's hurtful. And why would I want to share it with any damn body? That would have made me sober up real quick. I would have gone to the laws. Had they done absolutely nothing, that's when I would have got sobriety in me. And I'd have took Jesus with me along the way, and we was going to make some shit shake. Everybody was going to have to answer to why I'm looking at this video with my child in it in this position. Oh, yeah, y'all would have answered to me. People still making excuses for Lady. There's no excuse for her. And that's the problem with that family. Everybody wants to give everybody a pass. Everybody wants to give everybody a reason as to why they didn't do A, B, C, or D. But if you would have took A, and you would have took B, and you would have took C, bitch, Naziyah would be here today. So y'all all convince me with everything that y'all saying. Because all it took was for one person to do a little bit. Y'all see how the prosecution team and the enterprise, y'all see how they got together and everybody played their part. But they left y'all fucking dummies in the dark. Y'all didn't know how to play a part. Y'all didn't know how to come together as a goddamn team and take A, you take B, you take C, and we gonna bring this motherfucker down. Y'all was too stupid to do it. It didn't take one person to do it all. But if y'all wanted justice, and if y'all wanted all of this shit to be exposed and revealed, everybody just had to take just a little portion of it. Just a little damn portion. So I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about Lady no more. Ariane says, I believe the court was trying to hide a lot of things in this case. That's why it ended the way it did. Sad but true. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. But then we also have to look at it another way. True enough, they hit a lot of things. They hit a lot of things. And I'm just as mad and passionate about it as you all are. And then when we look at the time that Jarvis Butts received, this shit ain't over. Again, like I said, he ain't going to stay there. But anyway, that's another conversation. The things that they held, the things that they withheld, the fact that they wouldn't allow a jury trial, the fact that they didn't allow certain people to speak, the fact that the chaos erupted in the courtroom the way that it did, all that shit was intentional. All that shit was intentional. Because, Ariane, this shit ain't over. We may not see the continuation of this shit in a week or two. Give it time. Give it time. Trina, I see you, boo. PJ said, yes, Mocha, I'm not buying that generational curse bullshit. She could have gotten help. Absolutely. Annette could have gotten help long time ago. But instead of getting help, she wants to use her title, Madam Matriarch. Instead of getting help, she had to prove a point. I'm picking up what my mama done put down. Well, bitch, you failed. You failed. Marty says, Lord have mercy. Y'all sick and twisted mind, body, and soul. If you hoes got soul, it's questionable. 6x4 walls covered with photos of Naziyah. So every day, every night, she could torment y'all. Yes, Lord. Absolutely, Marty. I am covered said lady is one of the sacrifices. Lady was a sacrifice. But lady got out. Lady got out. But the thing is, she got out and she ain't did a goddamn thing with herself once she got out. And I don't want to hear she was hurt. I don't want to hear the fact of what she went through, the abuse and the trauma took her to drugs. She went on and had 2 children. She ended up in 2 relationships that I know of, if not more. Y'all said she was so good with her hands. And one thing I know, if she was a hellified carpenter like y'all said she was, if she was a certified Bob the goddamn builder, you better know she was not high when she was being Bob the builder. Because you can't build a whole goddamn house high on crack. So at some point she was sober. So why could she not stay sober long enough to get the justice that her children deserve? Who does that? You decide that I'm going to be somebody's mama. Sometimes it's not nothing you plan. Shit happens. But then in that moment, you realize I got decisions to make, and it damn sure ain't about me. Boo Banga said it was never no real love, nor protection for Naziyah or those other children. Absolutely. Tanya said that's not what we real grandmothers do. Hell no. Lady D said she doesn't have a heart. And she doesn't care as long as Sheen Head was getting her money. Girl. JJ, I see you, my love. Hey, Mariah, welcome, baby. Darkness damn sure can't comprehend the light. But putting me in that cell and leaving in the dark. Putting me in that cell and leaving her in the dark is going to make her come to a realization that she should have changed her shit long time ago. Boo Banga said we here. We're on the porch. And we all love Naziyah. Absolutely. I don't give a damn because Mocha's over there doing it for clicks and views. Bitch, I don't give a goddamn if nobody click. I don't give a damn if nobody view. It ain't clicks and views for Mocha. Because let me tell you something. And I don't owe y'all no explanations. But I come out here when I feel like it. I got a life outside of YouTube. I ate. My bills gets paid. Baby. You sad as hell if this is what you depend on, or this is what you thinking I'm depending on. But I'm going to let y'all carry on with all that shit y'all threw out there about Mocha. Because y'all problem ain't with Mocha, and y'all need to accept that. And I'm going to keep it all the way funky with you bitches. Accept the fact that your problem ain't with Mocha. Your problem is with what the fuck Mocha says. And what Mocha says always step on toes and knock on doors, and y'all can't deny it. Y'all can't deny it. So that's why you come after Mocha. She's hiding behind an avatar. You're fucking right. What do I owe you, bitches? Not a goddamn thing. Because y'all owed Naziyah everything, and y'all gave her nothing. So what does little old me matter to you hoes? Make me understand that shit. But the problem is, and I'm going to say it again, it ain't that you got a problem with Mocha. Because you remember, you was on Mocha's platform over and over and over again, bitch. Your problem is Mocha's been stepping on toes and knocking on doors. And y'all don't want to face your reality. That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's all I'm going to ever say about that. Tony says, Mocha, Annette realized that nobody wanted Shannon and Marcus. So they groomed them little girls, and they need to be ashamed of themselves as females. And then Annette named her glamorous. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. You gave that child a street name and was proud to say it. Proud to say it. Now, for those of you that don't know, right? I don't normally, shout people out. I don't do that. Because since me being here on YouTube, I see what kind of confusion it creates. And I don't like confusion. I don't have a spirit of confusion. That's why I stay in my fucking lane. But y'all, this is what I want you all to know. On Friday, for those that don't know, and I thank you, Kenyatta, for telling me on yesterday, right? On Friday, y'all remember that Judge Seabree? When she told Shannon and Annette at that preliminary that their testimony was not credible. Well, on Friday at 1 o'clock, she's going to be live with Toot. And I need y'all to go hear it for yourselves, because Mocha will hear it too. That was the most fairest and honest person. And I wish you would have kept her for them. So I'm just letting you all know. Beautiful soul, I see you, my love. And the thing is, we come together and we talk about it so it could make sense. And until this day, it's still not making sense, and they still sitting on the lies. Tanya says they had 2 years to say something, and they didn't. They didn't, and they don't give a damn. Boo Banger said that motherfucking night should have been a search, not the next day. Then tell the school police the fuck, no ma'am, no pork, no ham. This not love nor protection. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wanda, I see you, boo. Absolutely not. Marty says, Annette, you're demented if you think Monster Butts plea deal let y'all off the hook. Marty, you better talk your shit. No, because Heifer, after that piss poor impact statement, it broke bullshit. God damn, Marty. The bullshit you blubbered only made everyone make sure y'all freedom is cut short. Ooh, Marty. They don't understand, Marty. They don't believe, Marty. They don't believe that Jesus Christ died and rose again. They're going to have to be showed. Ariane said everybody around that house knows all about it. Absolutely. Everybody. We ain't leaving nobody out. We ain't leaving nobody out. Tony said, Mocha, I hope that the CPS doesn't put those kids back in that hellhole of Annetta, Shannon, and Marcus. I don't think so. It's a lot of chatter about it, but let's be real. Let's be real for a minute, right? Everybody can't have the heart, the conscience, and the mindset of that Harris Gamble clan. Wherever those kids are, whoever those kids are with, right? Those kids have been in these people's care for over 2 years. So right about now, I don't believe these children are ever going back. These children have built relationships and they feel love. They feel safe. They're no longer in danger. And believe me, these kids are at an age where they're old enough to say where they want to go and where they don't want to go. So I don't believe those children will ever go back because those children were never healed. The trauma is real. They will never go back. I pray to God. CPS needs to be off the goddamn case anyway because CPS dropped the ball a long time ago. There were too many knocks on Annette's door. Annette, you had 40 years of CPS. So you wanted to extend that shit to 41 years, 42 years, because you felt in the 40 years they did you absolutely nothing. So you was going to test the system. You was going to try your patience. Well, Annette, Naziyah said, bitch, the buck stops here. The buck stops here. Yakia said, that's exactly why I've been saying since day one. I believe it happened during Christmas break when that video of Naziyah with the crochet dreads in her hair and her nails were done. It's a TikTok. Because if you gonna do something, absolutely, Yakia, that child been gone. Do it when school is back in. Yes, that child been gone. Oh, yeah. Jarvis told them people something. Kenyatta says, exactly, Mocha. Annette should have seen Naziyah when she left to go run errands. Absolutely. 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 And nobody could make me see this different. Sheena says, Naziyah been gone way before the night. They think we stupid, and we're not. But I'm going to let them keep throwing swords at Mocha because what they say don't make me shit, neither eat. I'm unbothered. Tiffany, that part, not missing, but a runaway. That was her plan. That was her plan. She got away with it for so long, reporting these children as runaways. Lady D said because their plan was already in motion. They knew what they were going to do the next day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tony says, okay, Mocha. So that means Annette knew Naziyah wasn't home and she had to see her. And why didn't Shannon go outside to see if Naziyah was coming down the street and DPD should have been called? Well, I can't explain why Shannon didn't do what Shannon should have done because that's what we would have done. I can't explain that. All I could come out here and repeat is what Shannon said. Shannon said DPD was not called. Shannon said when she asked Annette, Should I call the police? Annette told her, no, we'll take care of it tomorrow. And that's all we got to go on. But I do believe when Annette pulled out that yard at 3 o'clock, she ran across Naziyah. Samantha says the next petition is for worthless ass to resign and be investigated. Got to do some research. We waiting on you, sis. And for those of you that's interested in signing the petition to make sure something is done with Roger Rabbit, thing 1 and thing 2, go to my community wall. Hit the community tab. Look for I Am Covered's name. She made a post. Click on it. And that's the link to that petition. Lady D said that's why Shannon had all of them morning after pills. And they didn't know until Naziyah really started showing that she was pregnant. It's a whole lot. And they lying about it. They're absolutely lying about it. It's a shame. The Archer said, why wasn't that grimy granny not buying that baby maxi pads? And wouldn't she wonder why she wasn't needing them? That part, the Archer, that part. So what makes me think I should be bothered by them people over there? Don't come for me. Go for fucking Annette. Naziyah, a young girl, going through what young girls go through. This baby has a monthly cycle. 3 grown-ass women in the house. Shannon, Annette, Marcus. Y'all all in the house, and all y'all use some form of protection. Where's a pad, whether it's a pad or a tampon, y'all use it. And you mean to tell me there was none in that house? To whereas Naziyah had to go to Jarvis Butts to ask him to buy her pads? You heifers are sick. Look back, I see you, baby. Welcome. Justice for Naziyah all day long. PJ, you know me. I don't give 2 shits. We don't give 2 shits over here. PJ, I'm with you. I can't stand fake ass people. I'm with you on that, sis. That's why I stay in my fucking lane. Tiffany said, so she knew that child wasn't in that house when she pulled up at 6. That cow knew it was nothing but a setup. Tiffany, that was the setup, baby. That was the setup. And everybody want to look past that? Not me. My girl PJ said, real, recognize real all day long, PJ. Everybody in that household failed Naziyah. We wouldn't be right here today if she wasn't failed. Natasha said the wig master's the ringleader. Couldn't make no money off of it. So she put the grandkids on the stroll. Lying ass, dirty demon, absolutely. Girl. But they're mad. They're mad. Shit. Essie says, Mocha, they did not think Naziyah's disappearance would get this much attention around the world. Absolutely. And now they're fighting all their demons, Essie. God didn't just put anybody in a position to talk about Naziyah and the things that she endured in that house and the way these people treated her. God didn't give that assignment to everybody. Kim Brown wants to know, why was the school marking Naziyah present when she wasn't there? Well, I could stop right there and just answer you that. Because they're a part of the enterprise. They were told what to do. This shit didn't happen over and over and over and over again. Annette knew how to go and make that report. Anybody in their right mind will never go and report a child as a runaway when you know damn well she didn't run away. But yet you got the school in your pocket where they're marking a child present when you know damn well she ain't there. Hey, Roz, welcome, boo. Absolutely, Marty. We God's children, baby. Take your hoodoo and put it where the sun can't shine. Rashina said it's all a distraction. If that was true, her ass should have put it on them years ago. If she don't sit her box head ass down somewhere, it says that part. Ooh, child. Absolutely, Kenyatta Varvey saved himself from that house. He saved himself. Varvey could tell stories on top of stories on top of stories as to what had happened in that goddamn house. But he's scared. And you know, Varvey, until now, Varvey was still protecting Annette. Still protecting Annette. My girl Kitty up in here. I'm covered said Varvey was hated too. Because that's Annette's stepson and grandson. See, we spoke it here first. And that's why they hate this fucking channel. We've given them reasons. We're giving them reasons. They didn't want the world to know that Annette was not only Vari's grandmother, but Annette is also Vari's stepmama. And the hatred that she had for Lady, she took it out on those children and made them suffer. Hey, Stepping Jean, welcome, boo. So they could go ahead. And it's a shame that y'all willing to sit y'all old asses up there in this day and age and keep covering this shit up, making excuses about it. This is a whole goddamn Lifetime movie. Cornell, she definitely treated Vara and Naziyah different from the rest. She did that. She did. Absolutely she did. Shannon and Marquita did too. And that's why I continue to say, Lady don't get a goddamn pass. She don't get a pass. Shrell, I see your book. Kenyatta says, what I don't understand about Lady. Why she didn't approach that so-called Harris family of hers about her baby. Because I have questions and I will be pressing charges. That part. That part. That part. I don't know what she's doing behind the scenes or if she's doing anything behind the scenes. But you know what? You know what? Her not getting to that courthouse for that sentencing says every fucking thing that I need to know about her. Every goddamn thing. Because we knew sentencing was going to happen that day. And those that put the story out about her having car trouble, I wouldn't believe that shit as far as I could spit across that table. Because the whole family lies. They cover up, make excuses for one another. My child's story. The perpetrator is sitting right there. That's my opportunity. I knew court was happening the next day. I'd have started walking 2 days ago. Tanya said, Mocha, they probably threatened Lady. Lady would have sang like a bird. Lady didn't give a damn. I don't believe so. They kept her high. They kept her in a pocket with $10. Sharon said, no excuse for Lady. I know some addicts that'll tear the house down about their children. Absolutely. Absolutely. At the end of the day, Lady burdened Naziyah, and that's still her child. Kamisha, I see you, boo. She said when Lady got on Mark D podcast with Roxy and said she don't want to be in the limelight, it's about her daughter, because Naziyah been around demons all her life. It let me know who she been, what that she been knew. Kamisha, that bothered me. That bothered me. She could be in the running the street, turning tricks and doing everything else. But she can't speak for her daughter. Sharon said, did Frank say the lead prosecutor called his cell phone? He said he got a call from the lead sergeant. And I call it bullshit, ma'am. I call it bullshit. Lady D said, why did they give the authorities the wrong picture of Naziyah? They didn't care. It was all pre-programmed. They knew what to do, when to do, and how to do it. Sharon said Frank is VIP in the case, huh? Ain't that some shit? Girl. My girl Dayona, hey boo. And thank you so very much for the cash app on the back end last night, mama. Lady D said, damn bums. Don't know what accountability is. They better blame the next person like they blame them babies. And that's the sad fucking part. How you blame children? How do you blame children? Wanda says, okay, Wanda's still trying to fix that phone. This is insane. And I don't give a damn if we got to come out here every day and point out the inconsistencies. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Because Annette, I've never seen no shit like that in my entire life. Tammy says, Mocha, they are their own problem. They better leave you alone because she telling the truth on all y'all asses. Girl, thank you, Tammy. Kim says, how can that judge and prosecutor call Shannon Marquita victims? And they're the reasons, y'all. They're the fucking reasons why we are where we are. Ross, thank you, boo, for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Marty says, I can't stand the air they breathe. The whole family is a bunch of damn aliens. Detroit is sad. CPS is sad. Sitting up there returning damn children. Stop it. Oh, yeah. I would, if I was them children, no, keep me far, far away from them hoes. Keep me far, far, far away from them. Trying to grab these little comments before we get up out of here. Yeah, hell yeah, them demons got to go down. Naziyah just getting started. She nowhere near done. Absolutely, Cornell. Absolutely. Lady D, when you go on my community wall, hit the button that says community, and then you look for the post that's sent by I'm Covered, and click on that. This is crazy. April said yesterday I went back to look at Kenneth's interview, and he said Vari's baby was Naziyah's baby, and Shannon was not pregnant at the time. April, I said that. Now my thing is that arguing as family. Let's argue that. Vari said, no, not Vari. Evangelist said that baby Vari was caring for was Naziyah's baby. But nobody challenged him that. Nobody challenged him on that. Nobody said Vari's lying. Nobody said nothing. Everybody stayed hush mouth. And then when Vari went to get some of that GoFundMe money because he needed a little assistance, you can't get none because that's for your niece. And then everybody went their separate ways. Kenyatta says, word on the street is Annette was receiving benefits of $10,000 a month. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Nobody could make me believe that Annette was receiving $10,000 a month. Man, people got to stop this shit. $10,000? No way. If she was receiving $10,000 a month, that wouldn't have been no lock on no refrigerator, because at $10,000 a month, you could eat till you bust. Naziyah wouldn't have been looking to make clothes out of hand-me-down clothes. I think Annette would have had just a little bit more pride, to bring that attention to herself, if she was really receiving $10,000 a month. And if she was receiving that type of money a month, I tell you what, lady would have told the world. Lady wouldn't have been satisfied with no $10 rock here and a $10 rock there. That ain't no fucking way that woman was getting no $10,000 a month. So what? How? Yeah, I'm looking at y'all. Say that shit was said a couple of times. How was she getting $10,000 a month? Because God damn it, that $10,000 a month for 2 children, that's more than people that got money is getting for children. Come on now. Man, no, some things. Mocha, shut up. The vet said, it just confirmed to me, lady don't have her priorities in order and still on drugs. Absolutely. Absolutely, Levette. Sunshine said, yep, they gave lady ass $10 and told Larry, you better not show up, because if you did, you was going to tell, she was going to tell what she knew, Sunshine. Them $10 was going to make her speak. 10,000, child, the exaggeration, baby. Annette, look, if Annette was getting $10,000, think about it. If Annette was truly getting $10,000 a month, them children wouldn't have been turning tricks. We got to make this shit make sense. Why do I need my grandchildren to turn tricks? If I ain't got to go to work, I ain't got to leave my house, I ain't got to do a goddamn thing but wait on a mailman. Y'all got to make this shit make sense. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. Carla Henry says such lies. Woo, Lord. Ron said at 10K, she would have protected that kind of finance. Hell yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Marty say evangelist and oh, Lord, and him plunger mouth need to sit his broad ass down. He don't know jack crap. He a next broke begging nobody. Oh, yeah, he be begging. Because I cannot unsee them curtains. Cornell said she wasn't receiving that much. She probably was receiving a little bit of child support and adoption payment. Tanya said absolutely not. Annette might have been getting a little money, but not no $10,000 a month. Cornell, I can't stand you. Cornell says $10,000 that wig wouldn't look like a damn mop. Getting that kind of money, absolutely, Ross should have been more protective. Miss Gemini says, I did foster care before and was getting that kind of money too. Girl, how many children you had? Because that's Tony said, Mocha, we know that's a damn lie about $10,000 for 2 children a month. So why didn't Naziyah get hand-me-downs from other people? That part. Sunshine, lady was going to tell it. Lady was going to be the 5 heartbeats. She was going to tell it. Nights like this, I wish. Oh, yeah. Lady was singing, baby. Hey, Cynthia Harmon. Oh, Leah, you understand? $10,000 of money and they had to eat breakfast at school. Rashina, them shower curtains hung up to that window with them thumbtacks told a story, baby. Shit, with his crusty neck. Marty said, oh, Miss Mocha, them shower curtains etched in my head. Marty, you can't unsee them shower curtains. Kamisha said, now, Mocha, if Vari had his sister baby, that would make me believe that he would had to know what happened to his sister. And I just don't want to believe that. Kamisha, with that family, right about now, I ain't taking a goddamn thing off the table. Nothing. But you know, you make a good point. But with that family, I ain't taking shit off the table. Because even poor Vari, he was groomed in such a way. You was sitting your ass there. No. Annette, we sick of you. We sick of you. We sick of Shannon. We're sick of Marquita. We're sick of everything that passed through your house, Annette. Everything. 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 Natasha says, Miss Gemini says she was a bad foster parent. The good foster parents do right by the kids. I had 4 kids at a time. Miss Gemini, she was in it for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. Natasha says, Evangelist got on my nerves with that heavy tongue. and the gnats flying around his crusty ass. Carla Henry says, I don't think Marty thinking so much. Boopa always supporting the channel. Carla Henry said, I don't think Bari has Naziyah's baby. LeBeck said, and let's agree. She's like a deer in headlights now that those foster children are gone. Oh, yeah, she all fucked up, LeBeck. All fucked up. She hungry. Since Naziyah's been gone, I've been affected financially. Bitch, sit your ass down hustling a 13-year-old. Just stop it. Just stop it, Annette. Because then we got to come out here every day and share with the world exactly who you are. Exactly what you sent out your household, exactly what you allowed to happen to those children in your household, all the secrets that you're keeping under the cover. While these children are getting injured, neglected, hurt, all of that, we will. And who likes it, good for you. And who don't, I really don't give a damn. Cornell, she said it with her wig and her chest, grabbing her titties. Cornell said, I really can't believe she had the courage to sit on the stand and say that shit. That bitch said it. Natasha said, Annette out there hanging at the casino like Frozen, trying to find a new trick. Her trick and date, well, yeah, she looking for another child to put in. That's what she doing. If she gone, that type of money was why she was squatting. Absolutely, Kamisha. Absolutely. Y'all, Annette is sad. The most disgusting piece of work I've seen in a long time. And hope to never see it again in life. Ever. See, because for everything that we done talked about tonight, and Annette, bring your ass back here before I get up out of here. Because you see, Heifer, it's real easy. Real easy. Real easy to call something a tragedy and move the hell on. It's easy for that family and other people to ride that wave and say that Naziyah fell through the cracks or them children fell through the cracks, and nobody never go back and ask who left them goddamn cracks open in the first place. That ain't what we do over here. We don't do that. We ask questions. We connect dots. And we speak on the things that don't look right, don't smell right, don't sit right. Because at the end of the day, for Mocha, this ain't just no damn content. This is a child that was neglected, that was harmed, that was put in danger, and it could have been avoided. And Naziyah deserves more than silence. She deserves more than the confusion that's around her name, and she deserves justice. So for those in the bushes, you came here tonight. Hope you got what you were looking for. But if something in this conversation stuck with you, don't just sit on it. Share it. Go somewhere and talk about it. And if y'all in the bushes and still ain't hit that like button, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button for your girl? Because you stayed here. And if you want to be a part of this conversation, because I'm gonna keep them padlocks on my doors, just like Annette kept the padlocks on that refrigerator. So if you feel like you want to jump out the clouds and come rock with us on the porch, we got a bunch of rocking chairs. Hit that subscribe button. Come sit on the porch. Because we ain't done by a long shot. Marty says, every time I appreciate truth and honesty, we get on Miss Mocha's porch. I'm rocking. I'm rocking so much I need a new rocking chair. Marty, I'm rocking right now. Cynthia Harmon said they're working on our damn nerves. Miss Gemini said, Mocha, that is a lie. They was playing the recording about the other little girl who didn't report that was getting touched. Jernell said that's how much she was getting paid. Maybe that's what they told her, or she want us to believe that. I don't believe it. Natasha said, I got all the smoke for Wiggy all day, every day until she's in that green jumpsuit with some set it off braids. You understand, Natasha? That's why she's a conversation piece every day. Annetta, only the truth will set you in your spin mop wigs free. God damn, Marty. Marty with that spin mop. My girl Dayona said, that's why we love it here. And you know I love y'all just for being here. Wanda said, yeah. Wait a minute. Wanda said almost $1,500 to $2,500 a child, and not counting child support. And they had addictions, gambling, X, and probably many more. And this foster care, bad parenting, it is all over. And it's sad. I've got 8. Damn. So you mean to tell me Detroit playing like that? Cornell said the 4 Fantastics are in the bushes watching. I hope the mosquitoes tearing their ass up. Kenyatta said, Mocha, trust. They know every time you go live. Absolutely. Rashina, every time Marty said that spin mop wig, it takes me clean on up out of here. Clean up on out of here. Marty comes with it, baby. Marty comes with it. But guys, we came out here to do what we do for another night. And I want y'all to make sure y'all set those notifications so y'all know when I go live each and every time. Cynthia Harmon said, Mocha, I don't trust Frank because he's up to something. That's why he was at that hearing to make sure Jarvis didn't talk. Absolutely. Cornell, Marty be on it. Marty definitely be on it. But guys, we're getting ready to walk. We're getting ready to roll up out of here. I'm going to say God bless. I'm going to say good night. I love each and every one of you. Show love to Naziyah and the other children as we get up out of here. Flood this chat with everything for Naziyah. Hit the like button on your way out. Tap, tap, tap those emojis. Let's show some love. And I'll see you all next time. God bless. And thank you all for supporting the channel through Cash App, Super Stickers, Cash Apps. I love you all. Thank you.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motivated from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. Tapping if you real, we don't fake nothing here. Got a team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Moki in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the chat gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. Won't you lead 'em from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a talk. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. nation in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. No bells, no work ain't done. Leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care are everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you, we stand with the truth. This is the Nola Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall with join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless.